For years and years, I made my living as a touring children's theater performer, and this song was written back then. It took place long ago, which is why the age I give myself in the song is wildly inaccurate for my actual age. It's a totally true story, and it's the kind of thing I thankfully don't have to worry about anymore since I found the love of my life. I don't know what's going on. I believe that I can take a pretty good guess, though it's gonna turn out there's an unwritten rule. Says anyone who thinks that anything that happened while we were on tour together in Fresno means anything in the real world is a fool. Okay, I guess that sort of makes sense. Just comes as kind of a shock to me because I thought we did some fine bonding up there in Fresno. You know what I'm talking about? Those 2 nights we decided to go out jogging together after midnight. It was a complete surprise to me that first night. I was already getting ready for bed in my motel room and there was a knock at the door and I opened it up and you were standing there in shorts and a t-shirt and you said, "Hey, let's jog." And I said, "Okay," and we started jogging and we got adventurous and jogged right into a cemetery, even though our friend in the sheriff's department suggested that we not jog in the cemetery, and we started reading the tombstones to each other, and it was dark and spooky, and we got to talking about supernatural stuff we both believed in. That was great. And the next night was even better. You got me out jogging again after midnight, and we went out way far away. We decided to go very far from the motel, and we got out there jogging on that dirt road out there on the outskirts of Fresno, if Fresno can be said to have outskirts. All of a sudden, the clouds opened up and it started raining, and the rain was freezing, and we had to cling to each other for warmth because we were just wearing t-shirts and shorts, and we walked as fast as we could all the way back to the motel. When we got there, we looked like drowned rats, and I got sick, but that was okay. I didn't mind that so much. You don't have a single thing to fear from me, although I know that isn't how it seems. Believe me, that kind of stuff only happens in my dreams. Find myself wondering again and again if maybe you've had a whole lot of men, because I have to confess, when I was your age, I hadn't had any. On the other hand, maybe the opposite is true, and you're wondering if I'll try to take advantage of you, because I'm 31 years old and you're only 20. Okay, I can see that. Seems a little surprising, though, since you were the one who suggested we do a slow dance up in that country and western bar we were hanging out at in Fresno. I was putting quarters in the jukebox, and you said, "Hey, why don't you press a slow song, and we'll do a slow dance." And didn't it feel good? Would you think that I'd try something? I'm not a guy who would let that come to pass. I'm just not that kind. Believe me, that sort of thing only takes place in my mind. Can't help thinking about the bargain we sealed when we took the tour up to Bakersfield and you got me out for another jog in the middle of the night. Finally, I worked up the nerve to pop the big question I've been thinking about. After months on tour with you, the time seemed right. And you seemed to think so too. You remember what I said? I proposed that we share the same bed in the same motel room when we took the tour down to San Diego a couple of weeks hence. We both agreed it didn't necessarily mean anything was going to happen. I just said it'll be fun and it'll freak everybody else out. You said, "Well, they'll get over it." So what happened? Why didn't you show up that night? You know you can be completely confident in me if you've been hearing what I've said. Believe me, action like that only happens in my head. No, I very rarely act on these feelings. No, I just write these songs. Believe me, the underwear generally stays where it belongs. And anyone would think I'd be in love with you because of all the bonding that we've had. But damn it, I'm almost old enough to be your dad. Although Harrison Ford would tell us that's not bad.